Libra, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Guys, I put out a new video every single week, and Libra videos come out every single Tuesday by 8:30 a.m. That's Pacific time. So please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. There's always an extended reading. I hope you guys will join me for that. You can find the link for that down below in the comments section. I pin it to the top or in the description box to the video, or you can join the Unbound membership to this channel and not ever worry about those links because you'll have unlimited access to all of the extended readings plus all of the channel perks. If you want to join me for daily tarot card readings, which will answer your general questions, please come on over to my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link above for you guys. And just welcome to the channel. I'm so grateful for all your patronage and for you constantly watching the videos. Please remember to like the videos, share it to your social media platforms so the word gets out about Born Without Boundaries. And leave comments, man. I want to know how this energy is impacting you. We have two cards flip in our face as I'm dealing these cards out, and it's not the easiest of weeks astrologically. So let's dig in. Trust in divine detours, and all I frickin' see is coyote, 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 which is usually deceptive. It's usually tricky energy. Well, let's start with this. It is tricky energy. Why? Because Venus is square to Chiron. How is that going to impact you? I think it's more about your reputation or how you feel about yourself, because a whole damn week you're also trying to the South Node. There is something about trying to make it right and make harmony with the past, but predominantly how you feel about who you are or your own value levels that are constantly going to be challenged by that square to Chiron. Never feeling good enough, never feeling beautiful enough, maybe trying to overcompensate, maybe always having difficulties financially. I think for your sake, it's more like your reputation or what you feel about yourself or what you feel others, how you feel they value you or they don't value you. The beautiful thing is around that new moon on Thursday and afterward, a sextile between Mars forms. And that's when things will really start to pick up in terms of your ability to actually make moves when it comes to your value or what you're worth in the eyes of others. And that square to Chiron might constantly remind you to not make the same mistakes you did in the past. You are not who you used to be. You're not who you used to be, Libra. You're not how you used to be. You are different, but I would not be surprised if you didn't start to see like the same challenges coming up, or recognize that there are like almost like, oh, I've been to hell, I can't believe I'm here again, right? That kind of feeling, but you're not, because you're not the same person that you used to be. Trust in divine detours, because God is going to throw some surprises at you this week that are going to really help you out, and you can proceed with faith and not have as much worry or stress as you're initially going to want to, and also be ready to improvise, hit the ground running. When this card comes up, can it be a trickster? Yes, that's usually when it's in reverse though. Upright, there's think outside the box, think broader. There are more options than you think there are right now, and just ask God to introduce them to you. But there are definitely, just keep your eyes open. The name of the game right now for you guys is improvisation. Don't expect too much and keep asking questions. It's going to be the best for you. What I really like about this Venus sextile Mars, and Venus is now in Cancer energy, and for you guys, that is square to your first house, right? It is already challenging energy. This could be value systems, or how you were valued, or how you had to earn value in your family that really compromised how you felt about yourself. So this, with this new moon in Leo impacting all of us, is really about learning about like, well, who am I, and having faith in who you decided to be for yourself, or what or how you decided to go about your own life. Let it shine is in reverse. So there are definitely times when you felt like you weren't seen. like your beauty wasn't seen, your beauty wasn't appreciated, you felt repressed, like nobody was listening. Even if you were screaming and shouting, nobody saw you, nobody paid any attention to you. This isn't this isn't egotistical. This isn't about an ego. Libra, this is about, why aren't they paying attention to me? Because I have a great idea. And it's like, you ever get that feeling? And you'll start to feel this, especially with that connection between the North Node and Venus right now. That sense of like deja vu, or come on, man, I thought of that 5 years ago. And now somebody's making $1 million from it. You know, like if anything, what that should do is teach you that you should believe in your ideas and you should have faith, because you know, you should learn from this point on to have faith in your value and to value your ideas without questioning them so much, because there's a handicap here. 5 years ago, had you believed in yourself, you could be that millionaire. There is validity. Like, don't use it as a disappointment so much as a lesson that says, listen, now I know to value myself better. Now I know the value of who I am, and to go about things in a different way, and to treat myself more valuable from the beginning, and especially my, you know, ideas or my insight. I can't ignore the fact that there's a huge sextile, right, between Mars and Venus. This is a great time for developing not only relationships, but also to be seen, you know, especially in ways that you have felt compromised or devalued or not recognized or invisible in the past. This is definitely a time to share an idea, present a project, put your name in an application or something. Like, this is a time when you will naturally have an attractiveness about you. Not that you don't always have an attractiveness about you, but it's a natural, like a magnification. And we got this beautiful, what I call, it's almost like a bow that happens over the weekend. There's a sextile to Mars. I think there's also a sextile to, I can't remember the astrology. And then there's a trine between the two. So it's either the Sun and Mercury. There's a trine between Mars and I think the Sun or Mercury, whatever's far out there. Just trust me, there's almost like a bow forming. And so now this is a way for you to really take a huge leap forward, like a pull back to really be launched. And this is like a launch period for you, especially in terms of being appealing and actually being seen and being visible. The Achilles heel is that square to Chiron, which, you know, has compromised you in the past. And that's sort of like the trickiness to it, like, but I haven't been seen. And maybe that's why it's kind of like there in some ways it could be good. You don't expect to be seen, and in not expecting to be seen, there's no pressure, or there's less pressure, and suddenly you stand out. It's going to be unexpected. It's not going to it's almost like good luck kind of sneaks up on you this week. Okay, I'll take it. Sing your own song. What can you do? Because there's a lot going on this week with fate and free will, and they circle each other like a DNA helix, and that's sort of what creates our reality, is how, you know, the cosmos has set us up versus our interactions with all of those resources in front of us. So it's fate and free will are, you know, dancing around each other. So what do? It's saying here, sing your own song. Be ready to be heard, and just speak honestly and speak directly from your heart. And who gives a fuck what people think? And I do think that there will be a natural inclination for you to be able to do that, and for you to be able to find the words that you'll need to represent yourself correctly. There's also a sense here, you've got to get something off of your chest, and let it come out. I think words will come to you very fluently this week. Sweet results await. And honey, only the hardworking bees get the honey. So you know that you've worked hard. This is kind of front and center. It's also marking the season, which is Leo season. This is sunshine and success on something that you've been working hard on. These two cards together are telling me that you're finally going to be heard. You're finally going to be heard. And you go into the week really feeling like, you know, undervalued and underappreciated. Not anymore. Now is a lucky time. It is a time to to leap. It's also a time when your resources will miraculously double or triple or quadruple. So go ahead and what can you do, Libra? Put yourself out there. Put those applications in. Go out on those auditions. Put those projects forward. Go talk to those investors. I don't know your life. I don't know what the fuck you do. But ultimately, it's time to just get it in gear and take the chance and take that opportunity, because this natural charisma, especially, let's be specific, with shit that you know about and you've worked really hard in. So this is at least 7 years that you've been working at something. You study, research, grinding, pounding the pavement, whatever it is, you've been working really hard on this. I don't know if it's something that you have written. I don't think it has to be specific. I just think it's just like you being heard and you speaking about it and you presenting about it. What is this in the past? Set healthy boundaries. Ding, 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 ding. In the past, you have had trouble setting healthy boundaries, which means people ran all over the place, or they didn't value you. They made it, maybe somebody even got one over on you because you were inexperienced in some ways about knowing your value. That's coming out in the past. Let it shine is now. Okay, so there is a sense of almost feeling like you should hide yourself, or that feeling like you will be ignored again, because in the past, I don't think you had authority over yourself to really say, this is my value. And I don't see that as being the same problem now, but the universe is also working on your behalf. The universe is really kind of coming front and center to help a lot of people out that have been stuck, and really, you know, we can't always figure everything out. You know, even with the best spiritual practices and, you know, working really hard, I work in this stuff all the time. I have been manifesting for the past 12 years, something like that, like something ridiculous like that. I believe in this stuff to the core of me. I do it professionally, but I don't have all the answers. Like, I get lost, right? And that's expected. And basically, sometimes you need the universe to help you out. What will give you that help, what has earned you that help, is the fact that you kept on fucking working, even though you were confused, even though you were lost, even though you were struggling. For some reason, you had faith and you believed in something, and maybe you believed in something outside of yourself. Even if you couldn't believe in yourself, you believed in it. And so, Libra, that is what is defining your value, your tenacity, and how much faith you have put in. And that is equal to how much faith is now being invested back in you. It's almost like you kind of saved up faith in the universe's bank, and now it's banking in you, depending on, you know what you've done, or what you've, see the big picture. So this is about being able to look into the distance and see beyond your nose, see more than just your immediate needs. And this is a little bit of a difference, a change in you. This is Taurus energy, especially when it comes to finances. Not seeing immediately, okay, what do I need right now? What satiates this need? It is telling you, be sure, because this could be an Achilles heel. So be sure to look at the value ahead of time, like in the future. So, you know, maybe you don't spend that 10 grand on the prettiest car you could afford. But instead you spend it on a $6,000 car, you get what you need, and you invest the other $4,000 into something else, maybe college courses or something. This is, it's not as specific. I'm just saying it's now you have your eyes set on the future, especially when it comes to finances. So you're thinking about how I can grow things and how I can nurture things, as opposed to feeling like I'm stuck and I have no choices, so I have to be desperate and just rush into a decision. You do not. You have time. You have more time than you think. You have more value than you know. And ultimately, Libra, do not feel backed into a corner about anything. You are going to make the right decision this time. I know that you are. This is also a sense of, value. I just heard property for some reason. I don't know why. Let it shine. This is compromised, and boundaries have been compromised in the past. This is still compromised. Trust in divine detours. About how people think about you. Hopefully, most important to me and on this channel is how you think about and how you feel about yourself. You are definitely speaking up, especially to an authority figure or somebody who you admire or had admired, or is very high on themselves and feels like they're like the top dog. This will actually get you far because it's the chutzpah. It's the chutzpah factor. It's also like speak up to authority figures or leaders, or like step into the spotlight. Allow yourself to be seen right now, because honestly, what's your future going to look like if you don't? Do you really want to be diminished and unseen for any longer? And then we have make your dreams real. So this has to do with manifesting something into reality, working really hard and putting your whole self into it, coming from your very guts itself. Once again, weaving usually talks about writing something or communications, or like designing something. And time to let go. These are both Scorpio cards. Well, time to let go has to do with a lot of heartache. A lot of heartache. Also, spiders are very isolated. So I do believe that you have been working really hard, but in some ways you become very isolated and very unseen. And it's because something has been really hard on your heart. Now is that like letting go period, that time where you kind of feel better than you have in a while about who you are and about being seen. I think if you have spent a lot of time in isolation, alone for some reason, it's worn on you a great deal, and something is going to happen this week, and I'm going to get into the details. Just hold on. Something is going to happen this week that makes you be seen, whether you're ready or not ready or not. Here it comes. What is that? What is that? Libra. The Empress, a huge breakthrough in success. Lots of money and prosperity. It's a twist of fate. I don't know how it's coming to you. But how is this coming to Libra, please? How is this coming to Libra, please? I don't know. Jesus. These are my clarifying cards. It's almost like a chance meetup, maybe through friends or a gathering. Unexpected people appreciating you unexpectedly. Celebrating you for what you bring to the table, how much joy you bring. This is definitely a change in finances that you will be celebrating. I don't know how it's coming about, but it's got to do with something social. Let me get a moon card in celebration for the new moon. Libra, please. Libra. Guys, please remember to comment, because I really want to know how these energies are impacting you. Yeah, also I love the conversations that happen here, because you always give me a whole new perspective on, you know, how things are impacting, and even what the cards can mean. So I really dig it. I dig the collective thought process. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This has to do with work. This has to do with money. This also has to do with fears. So this is the moon. Full moon in Capricorn means letting go and releasing of that hardship, some sort of hardship. And then we also have your hard work is paying off. Think about, oh, that's interesting. Hold up. So we had a full moon in Capricorn that just went by. And that was just a week, like a week and a half ago. And then we have your hard work is paying off, Capricorn. But I feel like this is already, it's already come to fruition. And it's okay, so no, I'm going to say it. This has already come to fruition. This has already happened. This is it. Your hard work has paid off. The answers you need are coming. So there's some sort of communications coming through from a friend or from an acquaintance, or just, I don't know. Even offering other people help, and you're not even thinking of yourself. in a way you're not even thinking of yourself, but there's communications that come through for you while you're doing this thing that you're doing, maybe to help others, help out a friend this week, and value that you didn't think you had. You're getting some sort of communications that let you know, hey, Libra, people appreciate you, or people have been saying good stuff about you, or hey, my friend knows a friend, guess what, they want to meet you, something like that. It's not going to come in a way that you're thinking about it or even chasing after it. Your hard work is paid off, which means the universe is bringing this breakthrough to you at a time when you're not even thinking about it. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. We have a new moon in Leo that's coming. We had a full moon in Leo in Aquarius season, and I've said it before. What were you manifesting and what were you struggling with back in Aquarius season? Go check, because that's the breakthrough that's happening. And there's a sense of, don't let pride get in your way. Fuck what you've been feeling about yourself, or that self-doubts that you've been feeling. That's pride. That's bullshit. Or this, if there has been in the past a disappointment, you know, don't get stuck in that disappointment. Please heed these words. Don't get stuck in that disappointment. Don't try to manipulate those things and get revenge, or, oh, now they want me, so fuck them. No, that's pride getting in your way, and that's how you'll fuck up this opportunity that's coming back around for you. Say this person did, you know, end up dating somebody else, or not appreciate you when they first met you. Well, guess fucking what? If they finally see your value and they finally appreciate it, yeah, you're allowed to gloat a little bit, but don't let pride get in your way and start into, you know, that petty energy of, well, you know, let them fucking stew. No, be bigger. Do better. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all. That's what don't let pride get in your way means. And adjustment. And that goes for money too. And yes, yeah. Say a motherfucker said, oh no, we went with another candidate. And you know what? You needed that job 6 months ago. And now they come back around and they say, yeah, we remembered you. You made a really good impression. You want the job. Yeah. I can start in 2 weeks. And this is what, don't compromise what you're worth, right? If you're asking is $140,000 a year for your salary, then that's what your asking price is. But don't, like it's saying, don't bust balls and say, oh, 240 because you kept me waiting. You know, like, that's pride. That's pride, and you don't need to waste time with that. Adjustments are required, and your dreams need a practical plan. So let's see what the hell that means. Please click the link below and go to tarot. I'll see you guys there.